Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel. For today's daily draft, we are once again drafting Bloomburrow, our second draft of the set, and we got a lot of reading to do, so we're going to dive right into Pack 1, Pick 1 today. And what do we got? Valley Rot Collar. 2 mana, 1/3 menace. Whenever it attacks, it drains them for the number of black creature types that you control. Pretty good. Don't know if it's super great necessarily. What do I see here in the commons? I like Rust Shield Rampager pretty well. Which one is this? 3 mana, 1/2 reach. When it ETBs, look at the top until you reveal a land, put it on the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom. That's pretty good. A nice little thing to bounce in the frog deck. I think I'm probably just going to stick with the rare. I do like Baker's Bane Duo. I think that card is also very good. Daggerfang Duo, fine as well. Burrowguard Mentor, I just don't need to commit to a double color this early. If this wasn't in the pack, I'd probably take the Lookout or the Duo here. The Baker's Bane Duo, I mean. But we're going to go ahead and start with a Valley Rot Collar. And where do we go from here? I do like Eddie Merc Crab. Could kind of branch away from kind of an aggressive black deck. But what do we have here? Starscape Cleric. 2 mana, 2/1. Has Offspring, and whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. Well, that goes pretty well with the Rot Collar. Stormcatch Mentor is pretty good for the blue-red deck. So is Kindlespark Duo. Everything else here, there's a Rabbit. I do really like Intrepid Rabbit. The card is very good. One of the better commons in the set, in my opinion, I think. A lot of blue-red stuff going on here, so we could be hooking up neighbors into blue-red with the Eddie Merc Crab, the Kindlespark Duo, which deals damage to your opponent, and then kind of works with non-creature spells as well. But let's continue down the black train with the Cleric here and go from there. Now we see a Moonrise Cleric, which again goes really well with what we've got so far. But is there anything better? What do we got here? Mouse Trapper, 3 mana, 3/2 flash. And then Valiant taps a creature. Fine, probably not great. Early Winter, usually fine as a 1/of. There's actually a decent amount of enchantment, and instant speed enchantment removal is actually pretty good. You know, Banishing Light is a card people play a lot of. 3 mana, 1/4. Whenever you attack at all, a creature gets +1/+0, and if it's a token, it gets Death Touch. That's pretty nice for a go wide token deck. Overprotect, +3/+3, trample, hexproof, indestructible. Wow, that's a lot for just 2 mana. A couple of blue cards here, but we're just going to take the Moonrise Cleric and continue down the path that we've got. So a lot of these cards trigger off of the fact if you gained or lost life on your turn. This one cares if you gained life. This one gains life, and this one gains life as well. There is a Saver. -2/-2, make a food. Decent little removal spell. I think it's better than Dire Sight in this deck. And what else do we have here? Bark Knuckle Boxer, fine. Splash Portal, pretty good in the Frogs deck. Actually, really good in the Frogs deck. But I'm going to go ahead and take the removal spell in Saver here. Agate Blade Assassin, that is a way to gain and lose life. There is a Hivespine Wolverine, which I do think is good, as well as Rust Shield Rampager and Polywallop. So there's some good green here. It doesn't really go with the black that we've got so far. The Agate Blade Assassin does the whole gain and lose thing for you. Well, it gains and causes them to lose. So I think I'm just going to stay black and delay that decision. And I guess take another Moonrise Cleric here. What else do we got? 2 mana, flash, +1/+0, flying, draw a card. They give you a lot for your enchantments nowadays. Gotta say that. There's a Daggerfang Duo. Not super synergistic in this deck. Corpseberry Cultivator, same thing. But we'll take the Moonrise Cleric here. And we're looking for a couple of payoffs in black-white now. Eddie Merc Crab, pick 7. So it's a 7 mana 5/5 flash that is cheaper for instants and sorceries and ETBs and taps 2 things. It's quite good, but we're just gonna stay mono black. I could take this and think about like a black like a blue-black spells deck, but we really only have one spell so far. Everything else is much more of a straightforward white-black life gain and loss deck. Jolly Gerbils, Warren Elder, Head of the Homestead, Baker's Bane duo nice and late here. I don't think we're going to want something like Warren Elder or Head of the Homestead. Probably not Jolly Gerbils either. Honestly, I don't really think I'm going to want any of this, but I think I'm most likely to be black-white, so I'm just going to go ahead and take the Elder. Yeah, green-white stuff is wheeling, and green-white is a good deck in the format. I mean, I just nearly trophied with it in our first draft. I guess I'll take this. Stormcatch Mentor wheeling. Okay, so we're not wheeling any black cards, but honestly, we took basically the only black card out of like every pack we saw. Guess I'll take the Share Pod here. I don't think I'm switching into blue-red for any reason. Nothing here. Guess I'll just take the Raccoon Rallier, but don't really think we're playing any of this. Play the 3-mana 1/3 Vigilance. Gets +1/+0, can't be blocked. I said I'll play it. I mean, I'd take it. And then a last pick, Whisker Quill Scribe. All right, can we find some synergy for our black-white deck here? What do we got? 4-mana 4/3. When it enters, they lose 3 unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. Not as good as it sounds. 1-mana 1/2. Whenever it attacks while you control a token, it gets +2/+0. Probably not. I think I'm just going to take the removal spell and feed the cycle. Let me read this land first. So add colorless, sack a token, draw a card, make a fish, create a treasure. Horrible. Mabel's Metal, fine. Veteran Guard Mouse, Seed Pod Squire. We're looking for some of the synergies of gaining and losing life, which we haven't seen yet, but we'll take Feed the Cycle as a nice removal spell here. Which one is this? I think we're going to lean in this direction now. 4-mana 3/1 flyer. Beginning of your end step, if you gained or lost life this turn, that's exactly what we're looking for. Look at the top 4, reveal a creature card with power 3 or less, put it into your hand. That's great. Another Starscape Cleric would also be great, but I think Star Charter is probably better than Cleric for us. It can draw multiple cards. I would love to wheel Moonrise Cleric or Starscape Cleric here. Both of those would be great wheels. Or Waxwing Witness, to be honest. But I'll take the Star Charter. We got 3 good wheels coming potentially for us. Another Moonrise Cleric. What is this one? 4-mana 4/2 Flash. Skunk Assassin. And then it can give something -1/-0 or finish off a creature. Or Dire Sight as well. I think I'll just take the Cleric here. Pretty synergistic for us, hopefully, if we can find some more stuff that care about gaining and losing. And take out the trash, also good. But I think we're just pretty firmly black-white here today. Here's a Waxwing Witness. That is a payoff for gaining and losing life. Husk Burster Swarm could actually be kind of good in this deck. We've already got 8 creatures. Prefer not to play this if at all possible. But I think I will take the Waxwing Witness over Swarm, Ravine Raider, Nettle Guard here. It's a pretty good red card, red aggressive card, but I think we are firmly in the black-white camp. And just looking for payoffs for gaining and losing life. That is where we are at. We got a lot of life gain, gotta say that. Ooh, black-white gold card, probably pretty good. 5-mana 3/5 Flying Vigilance. Beginning of your end step, if you gained or lost life, target opponent loses 3 unless they sack a non-land permanent or discard a card. There's also a 3-mana 2/2 Flyer. Beginning of your end step, if you gained or lost life, surveil 1. And a Sonar Strike. Honestly, we're getting hooked up here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're only going to wheel 1 card out of this pack. Gosh, if it's one of these 2, that would be great. It could be, actually. Everything else here is pretty good. Let's go ahead and take Starseer Mentor. Ooh, Glide. I can't say this card right. Had it in my first deck, my practice draft of the format that didn't record, and I couldn't say it right then either. I don't think Ravine Raider is what we're looking for, but we'll take the duo. I usually call cards by their their second word name, but there's 10 duos in this format. And when I say, oh, I'll take the duo here, there's a lot of duos. Okay, +2/+2. If you gift them a food, it gets indestructible. And it's only 1 mana. Yeah, I think I'll just take the combat trick. I mean, this is a 3 mana 3/3, but no synergies in our deck. Let's take the combat trick here. Ooh, another Glide Dive duo. Seems good to me. Best card in the pack by a good bit. So we are in the open archetype and looking for more here. Just take the land. Let's see if we can wheel any one of those 3 cards here. Pick 10. Ooh. That's not a good sign. All of them went. Were they pick 11? Wow, okay. So somebody moved into black-white. Yeah, somebody certainly moved into black-white there. Well, let's hope we can get a couple more cards here in the last pack. The only black card is a blue-black card that we don't want. And the only white cards aren't good in our deck. So we swung and missed hard. Pack 3, pick 1. What is the rare? 1 mana 2/2. Beginning of your upkeep, return another creature you control to its owner's hand. If you do, put a counter on it. Otherwise, you can return this to its owner's hand. Interesting. I'll just take the 3/3 and hope to not play it, I guess. Night Fisher's pretty good. 5 mana 4/5 flyer. Whenever a non-token bird you control enters, you get a 1/1 fish. There's a fight spell in Longstalk Brawl, a removal spell in Agate Assault. But we will take the saddest Thistledown players anyone has ever taken. And then followed up with basically nothing. Oh wait, what is this one? 3 mana 1/3 flying, Death Touch. Okay, we actually got a card here. Whenever you gained or lost life during your turn, bats you control get +1/+0 and gain Death Touch. Only triggers once. We do have 9 bats, about to be 10. Alright, we did get a nice little pick there. Thank you. Ooh, this is a lot of black cards. What do we have? Scavenger's Talents. Whenever one or more creatures you control die, create a food. Whenever you sack a permanent, a player mills 2. No, none of that's good. Wix Patrol, 6 mana, 5/3 ETBs, mill 3. When you do, target creature an opponent controls gets -X until end of turn, where X is the greatest mana value among cards in your graveyard. I don't know if I want this over just another Moonrise Cleric. I think I'm going to try it, though. I don't know if this card's good, and I'm going to give it a shot here. Is Intrepid Rabbit good enough to just put into this deck, even though it doesn't really have synergy? What else do we have? Stargaze? Look at twice X. Put X from them into your hand, and the rest in your graveyard. You lose X life. We could offset the life loss with all the life gain we're doing, and it also triggers our cards that gain and lose life on your turn. And we don't have any extra card draw yet. Let's try Stargaze. Let's see how that goes. Really, only thing we could play here is Daggerfang Duo, and I'm probably not going to do that. I think Blue-Red was the place to be this draft. That is for sure. Although, Black-White, we've got a good version of this deck, I think. So, I'm not upset with where we're at. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. 2 mana 1/3 or 1/2 flyer. Whenever another creature enters you control, you gain a life, and that works with everything we're going for. I mean, I'd probably play another Glide Dive Duo, but we do already have 5 cards that cost 5 or more. All right, all we could play here is a Nettle Guard, which I will not. Same thing here. I mean, Carrot Cake has a little synergy in that it makes it, or it is a food, but I don't think we need it that bad. Nettle Guard. Interestingly, only have 21 playables. I felt like we had a ton more as I was drafting this deck, but we've even got a Warren Elder in here that I don't really want to put. But I'm probably going to have to, looking at how this is going. I just don't think Ravine Raider does enough for our deck here, so let's take that, put it in the sideboard, Light Shell Duo, and finish the draft with nothing. All right, I'll go ahead and finish out this deck build. I'll see y'all after deck building. All right, here's where I ended up after deck building. I did have to add both Warren Elders and a Carrot Cake to the deck. Those are like the last 3 cards that I would prefer to have a different option for, but it is what it is. This is what we've got to fill out the deck with, and we've got a decent little number of synergies with, you know, gain or lost life on your turn with the Mentor, the Witness, the Star Charter, the Harbinger. And I suppose that's it. Yeah, that'll be all the synergies that we have. And then just some decent cards. A lot of the bats fly here, so that should do well. We've got Savor, Feed the Cycle, and Early Winter for removal, Stargaze for card draw, 1 combat trick here, and some expensive stuff, playing 17 lands with a Haven just as a double, as a dual land kind of in a way. So that's what I'm going to run, and seems like it could do some work. Before we get into game 1, don't forget I have a partner here on the channel now, partnered with Dubby, an energy drink company. That is no sugar, no calorie, crash free, jitter free, all sorts of things. It's a great company. It's got great products as well. You can check out dubby.gg for 10% off all purchases, not just your first. They've got shakers, they've got merch, they've got all sorts of stuff. So check out dubby.gg and code DailyDraft for 10% off. See you in game 1. Here we are going first with Rot Color on 1 and Cleric on 2, which drains for 2 when this attacks on turn 3. Wait, did I say this on 2? I meant this on 3. 2, 3. A little expensive over here, but we got a lot of 2s and 3s we could draw in the meantime, as well as some lands to get us closer to these things. Ooh, they have the Ravine Raider, it looks like. At least that's my guess. Oh. Exiles a card from their hand. Well, I guess I'm farthest away from this, so let's just exile our 6-drop. And then draw nothing but lands, I'm sure. Let's see if we can get an attack off with this. Or if it does in fact die. Take out the trash. Nope. Okay, we do have an attack. Let's go. Yeah, I think I'll just do this. This gets the drain going a little bit more here. Oh, the number of other creatures. Okay, so it doesn't count itself. That's a little bit more fair, I guess. Ooh, that is a card that I'm sure is going to be a problem for me. You may cast it by discarding a card rather than paying its mana cost. Wow, that's very good. Okay, well, I guess we attack here then. And then I could plan on double blocking it, but if they have removal to blow me out, that's not great. So I don't even know if I'm going to double block it. I probably just let them hit me. As bad as that feels. That's a mythic, right? Yep. Okay, and now I'm sure they're going to hit me here. What do you got? Surveil 2, draw 2, lose 2. Discarding a land, maybe? Alright, I need to draw a land here. Then I can kill that thing. Nope. Alright, well, I guess we have to hope we can race it. And I just bottomed 3 lands there by doing this. Alright, let's see what they flip. A 3/3 with Menace and Reach. Actually, it's a 4/4 with Menace and Reach. That shuts down all of my attackers, that's for sure. Oh, another one. Oh no, what do I do now? That's annoying. Why do they gotta have reach? Everything has reach in this set. So I could chump attack with this. It drains them for 4, 5, 6. It puts them to 3 life here. And then also triggers this? I mean, that seems pretty good. Okay, so I chump attack, but they go to 3. I get another trigger here. And I mean, I guess technically we have lethal on board right now, but let's do this, I suppose. Because if we attack with everything, they go to 1. I was about to say, maybe they could finally miss on this and hit a land for once. But the answer to that is no. Now the issue is if I attack all and they have removal, that's not great. I could just attack with Moonrise Cleric, get double trigger, they go to 1, play another one, and then they're dead next turn. It's a chump attack, but I get another trigger here too. And they don't have removal. Alright. We beat that card getting 3 free draws. Alright, here we are in game 2 going first and probably having to mulligan this hand because if we don't draw white, like this doesn't really do much and this is very not great. So let's mulligan. I think this is better. What can we send back? Probably one of the removal spells. We don't have a guarantee we're going to get another black here, so I guess I'll send that one back. Agate Blade Assassin on 2, Harbinger on 3. Hopefully this still has attacks this turn. It does. They might just not block here, yeah. And then we play a Flying Death Toucher. I don't like that. I guess this means they have Scales of Shale here, so I won't let them use that. Scales of Shale gives +2/+0, Death Touch, and Indestructible. I am assuming that's what they've got. Alright, let's start... Gosh, do I want to play Starscape Cleric, or do I want to wait till I potentially draw another land and then offspring that? This turn I can do Carrot Cake and Savor down their Cutthroat. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Let's do Carrot Cake here. Well, actually, next turn that lets me do this. Do I really... Yeah, I mean, that's fine, I guess. I might regret that, but... Does that have Menace? No, it doesn't. Okay. So my plan here is to block the Cutthroat with the 1/1 and end step use Savor on the Cutthroat. Let's see if they let me do that. I guess I could also block the Agate Blade Assassin and then just eat it here. Right, do this and make it into a -1/1. Sure, let's do that. So we'll do this with Offspring, Auto Pay, and then attack all here. Get a bunch of triggers. And if these stay on the battlefield with the Harbinger, even if they kill the Assassin, which they probably wouldn't, but I do have a food that I can gain life with on my turn to trigger the Harbinger to give these +1, plus whatever. And this thing can't block, so... Let's see if they've got the removal. Looks like they're going to be playing on the back foot here. That is not removal, that is... Haste Prowess. Okay. I think I'd rather... Yeah, just get this trigger here now. Yeah, that's great. And that should do it, I believe. There we go. And this can even trigger this 2 more times. Nice. Wow, the synergy in this deck is really working out. Got them all the way to -6 from, where were they, like 7? We deal 13 points of damage that turn? Just by sacrificing food? It's kind of crazy. All right, starting on the play here with 2, 3, 4, 5. You love to see it. So we will keep this, and we've got the synergy with attacking, gaining life, etc. We're going to need to draw some lands, but I feel confident we can. Yeah, I just need lands here. That's the most important thing. Would, again, very much like to draw land. Hope they don't kill the cleric here. Oh, man. No, that blocks me. Ah, let's miss land drops, why don't we? This gives me a scry, I guess. And another 1/1. These are just fillers in the deck anyway. I don't really even need this on the battlefield. I need my synergies and my land drops. So go ahead, I guess. Ooh, they can expend 4 and then give it haste as... Oh my gosh, never mind. This is ugly. They got all kinds of things going on here. That's a double striking, flying, trampling, vigilance creature. Land. It's gonna be that kind of game, isn't it? I mean, I can't really get rid of my only synergy piece right now. This is kind of a synergy piece, but it only trades with that. Can I afford? No, if I miss another land drop, I have a block on that, so... Yeah, sometimes you just don't hit lands, you lose games. That's how it goes. Take 6. Alright, I'm done here. Sometimes you lose. Alright, we're at first again with 3 lands again. Let's see if we go 8 or 9 draw steps without another one. Just like we did last game. Alright, there's a 1-drop. Don't know what it does, and I don't really feel like reading it. So he gets a counter, and then when it dies, deals damage equal to its power to me. Okay. Hey, we're drawing lands. Let's go. Okay, what do I trade it for here? I think I'm actually going to trade it for the Heartfire Hero. This thing, I have a removal spell that kills small creatures in hand, and I think this is not going to get to the point that Saver won't be able to touch it unless they leave mana up. In which case I won't use it. But this is a spell that can kill that. That has Vigilance and Haste. Why don't you do that? Let's do black, and I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this thing. Don't need to mess around. Okay, getting swole. I guess I'm just sacrificing this food here. I don't really have any reason to keep it around. Okay. And still have 1 mana up for some reason. What could it be? Another Might of the Meek? What is... I don't know the format well enough to know what this could be. If it's Might of the Meek +1/+0 and Trample. If I go for Wix Patrol and I don't mill a 3-drop, and that is Might of the Meek, then this doesn't kill anything. Because I go to kill that, and then they use Might of the Meek, and it ends up being a 4/3, and it doesn't die. Conversely, I can hold up Moonrise Cleric, or I can attack with Moonrise Cleric, use Crumb and get it, and hope that it is just Might of the Meek here, and then play another one. I think that's a little safer, hopefully, depending on whatever this combat trick is. Okay, I'll just go to damage then, and then play another one and hold up Crumb and get it. Take 7? Do I do this on blocks? That feels so bad. I just don't think I can block it. Another one, huh? Still holding up whatever that 1 mana red trick is. Okay. Okay, that works. And then we still have removal for this one pre-combat here. Or do I do this now because they're probably, like, they could also have Crumb and get it to give something indestructible, and they don't have white mana up. I think I'd probably just rather do this now. I'm not really going to blow them out with any sort of combat trick, I don't think. So let's just try to kill this thing. Life gain coming in clutch here whenever these things attack. Sure. Alright, I gotta hope I mill something that kills one of these creatures. Okay, I did mill a 3-drop, which means I can effectively kill, hopefully, this. Right? 3 is the most I have? Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. Why isn't it usually says like 3 or something next to it, so you know what the amount is. They obviously have some sort of combat trick. I think it's just another. Oh, got the graveyard glitch going. I think it's just another one of those +1/+0 and draw a card mouse things. What is that? That's a rare. Oh, there's their graveyard. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, deals 2 damage to me. I'm taking 5 currently. They might have enough tricks to push through. Especially because 2 damage, so I'm basically at 8. I'd be at like 7, 2. Yeah, I think I have to block here. Really need to not draw land this time. Oh, what does that do? Indestructible? Oh, first strike. Okay. That's actually not too bad. That gains me like 6 life here. I don't need that. Makes me a 1/1. I can chump with that. Gains me 2 more life when I attack here. Yeah, now I'm effectively at like 11. Yeah, that's what they did have, it looked like. It's got trample now too, right? Yep. There we go. Nice draw of carrot cake. I think that saved us there. Alright, we're at first again. The hand is a little bit slow, but carrot cake is nice. Cleric is, in my mind, more of a 5-drop. It just does such good work if you can offspring this. But we'll lead on carrot cake. At this point, I'm looking for a second swamp. Oh, can I keep that? I think I'm gonna. That's risky. It's a nice turn 3 play, though. Okay, my guess is they might have a saver that they didn't really want to use on my 1/1. Beginning of your end step, if you gained or lost life this turn, surveil 1. Is that something I'd like to just kill right now? I think it is. And then I can gain life and scry into hopefully another swamp here. I'm going to make them think I might have something, though. I'll do it on their end step. Daggerfang Duo. Let's see if they mill. They do. Got another one of those things. Well, I think I have to top it. And you know, I think I'm actually just gonna play this. I can sack the food still and get another trigger off of it. It puts pressure in the air. Yeah, that can't block. Sure. Alright, not too bad. Let's do this. Kill the Daggerfang Duo. Ooh, there go all of the lands. Thank you very much. Thank you, Wix Patrol. That would have been a frustrating 3 minutes to experience just now. X equals 4 for Stargaze right now. Ooh, that stops me, that's for sure. Maybe not, though. Alright, X equals 5. We attack. They have to block here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They go to 1. They go to 0 because of the Moonrise Cleric. So that should be game. And there we go. Alright. Nice little curve out. Drew all the lands, but it was alright. We had more card draw coming. Here we are going first with 2 of the worst cards in our deck, but we have both colors of mana. We have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. I mean, guess it's keepable. Not exciting, but here we are. Red, blue. Red, blue, share pot. Okay. And down goes Cleric. Give me something good. I mean, honestly, this card has been overperforming quite a lot. Yeah. I guess it works with our deck, so sure. Next turn I can play Cleric, sacrifice Carrot Cake, scry 1 more. It'd be fine trading this for that thing, but honestly, with all my mana up, I didn't think they would block. So I'm just going to do this, and then sacrifice the Carrot Cake here. Okay. Down goes Moonrise Cleric again. I don't think that really does much of what we want it to here. In fact, another land isn't horrible at this moment. Let's just do these two. They could have another, like, take out the trash, and if they block the 1/1 and then I activate this, and then they kill the 1/1 to take out the trash or something so it doesn't trade. I mean, they'd be taking a good amount of damage, but I think I'm fine doing this and then just playing the flyer here. Counterspell? Yeah, okay. That's okay. If we can draw a land and resolve this thing, then this is going down. Really don't want them to get to Threshold. Ooh. What are they casting? Can't look at their graveyard because there's a glitch on Arena right now. So what do you got? Take out the trash, killing a Warren Elder? No, Agate Assault, killing a Warren Elder. Okay. Give me a land. Oh, there's their graveyard. Alright. That's not the end of the world. Chose to keep it on top. Okay, that's okay. That's all they want to do. Yeah, if they can get to threshold, this thing is going to be a huge problem because our whole board is going to like shrink to 2 power total. Tempest Angler, sure. I don't even think I want to play the Valley Rot Caller right now. I just want to activate the Elder, I think. Or are they about to kill something? I see. Okay. I can't really keep that on top, unfortunately. So I guess now I just go ahead and play the Rot Caller. It's wildly mana inefficient here, but I mean... Alright, 2 more cards in the yard. They're 1 more away. If this is something they can cast a spell and put in their yard... No. Ugh. I mean, it's fine, I guess. I can drain for 2. This is a chump attack here, but I mean, what happens if I attack with everything? They block, eat, trade, or no, block, eat. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eat a food, go to 3. Be dead on board to Starseer Mentor. And I have this and this and this left. Now, they wouldn't be dead on board because they're about to hit threshold next turn. Let's just do these 2. I know I'm chumping attacking, but it gets me an extra trigger. It puts them pretty low here. It gets me a trigger on the Starseer Mentor as well. So they're going to have to sacrifice a creature or lose 3 life down to 1. And if they sack a creature, now they do have threshold, so my whole board goes down to basically nothing. But again, if they miss, if they just draw a land or something, I can activate Elder, attack with these 2, and win. And if I draw a land, I can kill this thing and attack with these 2 and win, so they have to kind of brick. Although they didn't surveil it to their yard, so clearly it's something that matters here. I don't think that's gonna do. I think they're just dead on board now. Unless they draw a 1 mana bounce spell. Are you kidding me? They drew a 1 mana bounce spell. Seriously? Well, I think we still win though. Based off of drawing that. Right? No. 1, 2, 3. Ugh. That is so annoying. So they're going to bounce Starseer Mentor here, so we have to, again, avoid 1 more draw. Because we're just going to have to replay it. There's not really much we can do. That was the only card I think they could have drawn, is that 1 mana bounce spell. off of doing that. But good for them. Alright, topped it again. Didn't put it in the yard, not a land. What do you got? That'll do it. Alright, now we got the win, thank you. Alright, so we will go ahead and just don't gift the food. Go ahead and do this. Activate the ability. Attack here. And get the win. Alright. Couple annoying draws, but got through in the end. On the draw here, hand is kind of slow, but I mean, we have 2, 3, 4 if we want to just play this on 2, which I probably will unless I draw something better here. Yeah, I think I'll just play this. I mean, it pressures them in the air. We've got a Moonrise Cleric coming with Waxwayne Witness. We're going to have all sorts of flyers. We just have to hope we can outrace a green-white deck on the ground. Ooh, that's nice. I think I'm still got to get the Cleric down. It just does so much for our deck. Next turn I could play Harbinger and hold up Crumb and Get It to protect against a removal spell. Intrepid Rabbit, yeah. That is a card. I think that is what I'm going to do, actually. I can play off curve by 1 here, by 1 turn, to hold up Crumb and Get It and try to, like, protect my creatures. Oh my goodness, they're going wide. I think we might actually just maybe have lethal next turn. I don't even know. That was, oh, strange attack, but sure. Let's go ahead and play this. Attack. Trigger everything. They're at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A 9, 10. And that'll do it. We win the race. Back into gold 1. Got demoted because the season changed, but here we go. Alright, on the draw. Need a couple lands, but we're on the draw. We can do that. We've got Agate Blade Assassin on 2. Uh-oh. Aggro. Gosh, our deck is just so synergistic. Starting 6-1 in today's draft. We started 6-1 in yesterday's draft and ended up... Or, what is it? Wednesday's draft and ended up 6-3. And honestly, kind of looks like that's where we're going today as well. Red, white, aggro, 1, 2, 3 drop. Missed land drop. Yeah, that'll do it. I really hate having to cast Carrot Cake here, but I'm just, yeah, we're going to be too much on the back foot here. They're red, white, they're going first. They got 1 drop, they got 2 drop, they got 3 drop. I think we're just going to lose this one pretty quickly. I mean, even if we draw land at this point, like, it's going to be tough. Okay, we did draw the land. I guess I have to play this basically just defensively here. I mean, it is a 1/3 with Death Touch, but let's see if they kill it. Discard a land, draw, take out the trash, kill my Harbinger. I pretty much just kind of have to trade here. Nope, did draw a nice creature though. Gosh. Oh, so when that dies, they get to get this one back. So they're gonna get this thing back after I trade here, I guess? I mean, sure. It's not great, but none of this really is. Down it goes. What is this? Oh yeah, we're toast. Alright. We miss land drops. So both games we've lost, we got stuck on 3 mana. Let's get this last one. Let's get a trophy, please. Alright, we do get to start first. The hand is quite slow here. 4-drop, 5-drop. We have a ton of 2s and things that we can find, so I'm going to keep it. And just hope we can kind of draw our way out of this. Got a lot of Moonrise Clerics that can come down on 3. Moonrise Cleric? The hybrid card. Feed the cycle. Synergizes pretty nicely with Savor here. Alright, lands. Don't do this to me for a 3rd game this draft. We're just drawing 4s and 5s, and that's it. Okay, now they're ramping. That could be an issue. Alright, got a land. Let's go. Let's get this guy down first. Next turn, if we draw another land, we play the duo, and then we can attack with this and potentially draw another creature. That's if it survives. They very well might have removal. They are in black here. No land. But do have a combat trick if they go for removal. Okay. So if I use this to save that, I can't cast Waxwane Witness. Is that worth it? I think it's worth it to save it. So let's +2/+2. And I can still hold up Feed the Cycle by doing this. If I want to use another removal spell on it, I think I'd be fine at that point. Then we just trade 2 for 2, and then these creatures can start resolving. If I draw another land. Okay, that resolves. Goes back to a 3/1. And then it dies to another one. Nope, okay. Right, they've got all the ramp in the world. Hopefully they just play some stupid thing that I can kill very quickly with Feed the Cycle, but we'll see here. Okay, hopefully that's not fast enough. Because we do have life gain in this deck somewhere. Land. Nope, 5-drop. Come on. I'm getting all my payoffs and none of my enablers here. I think we've got all the 5s. I guess we do have a 6 left in our deck. We might have one more Glide Dive. So we have another 5 and another 6. And everything else is 4 and less. Oh, perfect. The Paw Patch formation. Perfect. The Mist land drop. So every game we've even remotely struggled is because our deck is just like, what if we didn't give you lands? I mean, if we can hit the 5th land drop, we're doing pretty good. It's just everything is just dying. Like, we played Mentor, and then we played Duo. We've got removal. See, like, we're just... They've got lands that we don't. That's just the issue here. Once again, same thing. Oh my goodness. So... I can play Moonrise Cleric. I have to go to 6 in order to do that. Can I kill them in less than, like, 4 turns? Maybe. Depends on where the lands in this deck are. Conversely, I can play Savor, kill the Orator, and then feed the cycle, sacrifice... Actually, I don't have to sacrifice the food. I could just... exile 3 cards. I'd like to play Cleric and also savor this and eat that, but I can't do that. I don't even have to kill the Order with Savor. I could also just forage with this. Don't think we have any ways in our deck to recur creatures and things, so... So we will forage killing this one here. They can return this, which could be a problem. Because it has the ETB that can drain. Okay, so that's just like a 2-mana cycler, basically. Just kind of pay 1, sack it, draw a card here. Okay, that's gonna die. Give me a land, please. Thank you. So now I can just play Starseer Mentor And then next turn, duo. Or I could play cleric and eat a food if I feel like I need life. They're going to return probably glide dive duo here if I had to guess. Could get the Death Toucher as well. Nope, there's the duo. Okay, go to 6 now. And they're effectively at 19. So we got to come back here. I like our spot though. I think we're doing okay. Depends on what they drew though. Let's see what they drew. Ugh. That's good. Probably getting back the thing that I can't look at because of the stupid arena bug. There it is. There's the creature. It's got Death Touch. Well, that's actually quite good. So I'm going to do Lycree Duo plus Moonrise Cleric here. That will trigger Mentor on their end step. Or on my end step, I guess. Okay, they chose to lose 3. Okay, that doesn't have... Let's see if they decide to get rid of this thing. Okay, so you may cast creature spells from your graveyard by foraging in addition to paying their other costs. They have 6 in there, so they can forage. And the only thing they can get back is a 3-2, which doesn't matter that much to me. So what could I do here? I could early winter, kill that, attack for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Or I could glide dive duo, attack with just this. I think I like that better. So let's attack here. They go to 8, then they go to 6. And then we can use early winter next turn to probably win. Ooh, they got ways to look in their graveyard. That was the top deck, it seems. Okay, so they have to forage to cast that at all, which means get rid of 3 cards. And then they can return a permanent. What would they want? I can't see because Arena won't let me, but we'll find out when they do it, I guess. The Bell, maybe to cycle? Okay, they chose not to. Drain to 8, go to 7. We exile this creature. And get on in, and I believe that should be enough. And it is! 2 drafts of the format, 6-3 and 7-2 for a trophy. Don't mind if I do. So we went from 6-1 to 6-3 yesterday, and 6-1 to 7-2 today. I will take the trophy. Love starting off formats nice and hot. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the format as well. New Magic formats are always just can't beat them. Can't beat it. That's what we're here to do. We're here to draft. You like drafting? I like drafting. Let's get it done. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time for your daily draft.